That is my favorite song throughout the entire game. I would continue playing it, but someone asked me to make my intro videos shorter. The reason why my intro videos are usually so long is because I'm nervous about making these videos, so I need a little extra time to mentally prepare. So, welcome back to another segment of Kim Possible, the extremely secret files. Last time, the story took an unusual turn when Dr. Possible revealed a secret about this project that he hadn't even mentioned to his own family. So now we're back, and we are ready to continue on with this story. Please work. Okay, good. So, as I have mentioned in the last story, the group arrives on the weapons facility to hopefully meet up with Mr. Fizzwidget. So, let's see if they are able to do that. They eventually arrived at the front of the facility entrance. There, they fought their way into and through the entire weapons facility. They fought against countless robots within the complex, with the robots respawning continuously. What does this facility need all these robots for? That's a good question, Ron. I know they're worker bots, but doesn't this seem greatly overdoing it to have so many of them? Not to mention having them respawn like this. They kept fighting through the complex, room after room after room, until they reached a small chamber at the very end, which contained a small screen. On the screen was the female Lombax, transmitting to them. Angela Cross calling Ratchet on secure band 7 Echo Foxtrot. Ratchet here. I read you loud and clear. So, Angela is your name, huh? Interesting. You know something? Ratchet was calling you by a completely different name. Ron! Was he now? Anyway, I'm afraid I have some bad news. The Thugs for Less have completely taken over my flying lab. Hold on for a sec. Weren't those boneheads working for you? Not anymore. Apparently someone has made them a better offer. Oh man, we could have had those thug guys on our side. Well, I'm not disappointed by that. I would love to have another rematch with their dim-witted leader. You said it, Kimberly. It seems as though problems are arising everywhere. Tell me about it. Between the thugs and the protopets, this whole galaxy is headed for... Wait, protopets? Oh, yeah. It's what they're calling the experiment now. Here, watch this. Did I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Phew. Sorry about that.
Why is Billy sad? Is he cold, hungry, or maybe just...
Oh no! No, take it away!
lonely?
No!
Introducing the Megacorp Protopet. Your child will shriek with joy when he meets our adorable friend. Want to play ball? So does the Protopet. Need a partner for tag? Go find the Protopet. Up for some cops and robbers?
Help! Police!
So is you-know-who. Just ask Billy. The Megacorp Protopet. Stop by Planet Bolden and get yours free from Abercrombie Fitzwidget himself.
Unfortunately, that will not be the last of any morbid advertising from that game. Oh man, that's just hilarious. It's just everything's so wrong about that advertisement. I swear. That thing is going to be a pet? That is just sick and wrong on so many levels. Oh no, Megacorp intends to market a killer. That is simply unconscionable, which is exactly what I was trying to tell everyone. So that's what you meant when you told us that what Megacorp plans to do with it is a mistake. Exactly. There will be disastrous consequences if that monster is distributed. No kidding. We would have never handed that thing over to Mr. Fizzwidget if we knew this would happen. I'm afraid to say the worst of it doesn't even end there. From what Wade has told us about that geezer, he has been dodging all of our attempts to reason with him on purpose. Who's Wade? 10-year-old super genius who works with Kimberly and Ron on all their missions. And if what he was saying about him was true, then it's almost certain that he knows exactly what he's doing with that thing and what will happen. We must find and confront Mr. Fizzwidget at all costs. Well, if you feel that you must, then you should try to find him on the planet Bolden. I'll upload the coordinates to you. Let's go, you guys. This could be our last chance. They rushed out as fast as they could. Nearby, a dark figure had been observing them as they were exchanging intel with Angela. I knew I would find that. Dr. D, do you read me? I was just listening in on Kimmy and her little pals chit-chatting away. They'll be heading for some planet called Bolden. Good work, Seagull. The thugs and I will be setting a trap for them there. They won't see this coming. Gotcha. I'll meet you at the new prison. This is gonna be fun. Ratchet and the rest of the group made their way to and arrived at the planet Bolden. They landed themselves in a large silver-colored metropolis and jumped out of the ship. Let's go find Mr. Fizzwidget. They rushed off as fast as they could. As they made their way to the entrance to the city, they got themselves involved in a fight with the Thugs for Less goons. Oh, great. More of those boneheads. What could they want from us this time? I'm guessing whoever bought them off also has an agenda with us. Well then, let's see to it that they don't get anything that they need from us. As they continued further into the city, they fought through more Thugs for Less goons. There seemed to be more and more of them coming as they progressed into the city while searching for Mr. Fizzwidget. With no end in sight of the barrage, many of the thugs stood in their way, but they were able to manage them. Except for Ron, who always ran away screaming at the sight of them. I'm guessing he'll want a special order of those knockos he keeps asking for. Grande size. Absolutely. They kept on their way, with the path becoming tougher for each step. they were eventually able to find someone that appeared to be Mr. Fizzwidget. Look, there he is. Let's get him. However, when they got close enough towards him, they found that it wasn't him, but a robotic duplicate. What the? This isn't Mr. Fizzwidget. Would you like a free proto-pet sample? Available today only. Oh man, it's just a cheap, broken down knockoff. You can say that again. Freeze, knuckleheads. Oh no. What? You again? You've got that right, Missy Redhead. You dolls are under arrest for attempting to bump off Mr. Fizzwidget. You're kidding me, right? This isn't... Save it, Blondie boy. You're not fooling anyone. Brainless as always. Good thing a loyal employee of Megacorp informs me of your scheme. Stepping out from behind the thug leader was Dr. Draken. He had an evil grin displayed on his face very vividly. Oh, quite right, my good man. Draken! You bought off these thugs for less guys from that thief girl? That's right. Megacorp has given me special ties to their corporation, so I have been doing some work on the side for them, along with my other obligations. Don't think for a minute that you will succeed, Draken. We're going to stop you. Oh, I wouldn't count on that, Missy Redhead. All of yous will be sent to our new prison. Check this out. Oh man, all these voices are a real mouthful.
Thugs for Less Prison would like to wish you a happy incarceration. After a poolside orientation, all new inmates will meet one-on-one with a galactic nutritionist. This professional will ensure that you're eating a species-appropriate diet for your entire stay. Next, come check out our fitness spa with your personal trainer. Remember, a prison term can feel twice as long if you're not in proper shape. And for those times when you're just feeling blue, come talk it out with one of our 10 full-time life coaches. They'll help you find your smile again. Thugs for Less Prison. Experience the maximum in security.
Oh my God, this game's just too much. They even have pleasant advertisement for their prisons. It's just brilliant. They're just too much, I swear. So, what did you guys think of that? Well, that didn't seem so bad. In fact, it sounded really nice. Did I forget to mention that it's full of rabid monkeys and I will destroy Bueno Nacho if you and your friends try to escape? Within a split second, Ron went from calm to screaming and running all over the place. Well, this is awkward. You guys, take the girl over to the blue guy. The other three are going separate. A few of the thugs grabbed Kim and pulled her over to Draken. Ratchet! I'll find you, Kimberly. Just don't worry. I will. You know something? The part where Draken said, did I forget to mention that it's full of rabid monkeys and I will destroy Bueno Nacho if you and your friends try to escape? I thought up that idea a long time ago, around the time that I first wrote this story, and I've held on to that idea throughout all of these years without even knowing that I would ever use it. Sometimes I surprise myself. I'm my own enigma sometimes, I swear. Alright. Shortly afterwards, they were flown to the Thugs for Less prison on the planet Aranos. Ratchet was placed in a cell with Clank. Kim and Ron were nowhere to be found. Ratchet lied down on a mattress, then sat up as Clank made a lot of noises. Hey, keep it down, will ya? Sorry, I did not mean to annoy you. No, you weren't. I'm just worried about Kimberly. Who knows what horrible things Draken could be doing to her right now. Yes, I understand your plight. Just to let you know, I have analyzed our surroundings, and I am afraid that there is absolutely no means of escape. Just then, a female bot broke right through a nearby vent, except that she shushed them, then slipped back out. Someone's got a girlfriend. I will be right back. Don't, stop for anything along the way. Clank glanced at him in an annoyed manner, then walked out. He made his way through the secluded interiors of the facility. With the help of a few robot companions of his own, he was able to navigate through the small corridors. There were many obstacles in the way, including several guard bots. But it wasn't anything that he and his robot brigade couldn't handle. Really? Must I continue doing this? He fought his way through chamber after chamber, corridor after corridor, until he was able to find a switch, and pressed it. Power failure on decks 4 through 14. Hopefully that should help us out with our situation. Meanwhile, back where Ratchet was, his cell was deactivated. Emergency generators online. Way to go, Clank! Now to find Kimberly. He rushed out as fast as he possibly could. As he made his way through the corridors of the facility, he fought against many robot guards, a lot of them which went berserk from the power failure caused by Clank. Everywhere he looked, robots came at him without hesitation, but he was able to manage and fight through all of them. He made his way through another deck in the prison ship. Elsewhere, Clank continued through the small corridors of the ship. He was aided by more robot companions that followed his every command. There were a few tough obstacles that kept getting in his way, but he was able to handle them all. With the help of his robot companions, of course. Thankfully, the trek was brief, so it didn't take him long to get through. He was eventually able to make his way towards the hangar bay. Alright, now I just need to wait here for Ratchet. Hopefully he is able to find Miss Possible and Ron. Meanwhile, Ratchet arrived on another deck of the ship. Okay, thank goodness. Where was I? There, he continued fighting his way through more robots, but this time, none of them were going berserk. Seems as though these robots haven't been infected by the power failure that Clank caused. Perhaps it's because this is one of the decks that didn't experience the power failure at all. I have to keep searching for Kimberly. He kept rushing through the corridors. He was able to arrive in an area where he could hear voices. You so won't get away with this, Dragon. Oh, but I will this time. With those thugs for less goons at my command, my plans will be a surefire win, and you will witness my greatest triumph. Oh, please. Those thugs for less idiots will not guarantee you anything other than a less than average dependency that is probably much less promising than their bonehead leader's IQ points. Kimberly. He rushed over towards where the voices were coming from. Well, regardless, my plans will succeed, and the impossible space station of the future will ensure my victory! Ratchet managed to find Draken and Shigo in a small room with Kim, who was hooked up to a restraining machine. Yeah, sure. I bet you're not even aware of what is contained within that space station you stole. Oh, we already know that the ISSF consists partially of alien technology. I've had my suspicions considering that no ordinary Earth spacecraft could reach another galaxy within 2 hours, or even at all for that matter. There are many more secrets that I have yet to discover, but once that I unlock them, everyone back on Earth will tremble before the awesome might of Dr. Draken! Oh, and how do you suppose you'll be able to do that? While Kim was still talking to Draken and Shigo, Ratchet crept around nearby. Like I told you before, I have established a special connection with Megacorp. The CEO of the company is providing me with the resources and know-how to unlock the ISF's secrets in exchange for the services that I am willing to provide for him and his company. So, Mr. Fizzwidget is working with Dr. Draken, just when I thought that geezer couldn't get any worse. And that cat alien boyfriend of yours was far too clueless and naive to even realize that Mr. Fizzwidget was merely using him to undo one minor setback on his own schemes, and then planned to dispose of him when he was no longer needed. We already know that Mr. Fizzwidget is planning to intentionally set off a terrible disaster. But why would he want to do that? I don't know. But I don't really care. What happens in this galaxy is none of my concerns. I only care about taking over the Earth. At that moment, they heard a blast. They looked over towards the nearby doorway and noticed Ratchet, who was greatly angry. Ratchet! What? How did you get all the way here? I walked. How else did I get here? That's not what I mean. What I meant was, he means to ask you, how did you get out of your cage? But that doesn't matter, because I'm going to throw you back in, one way or another. You don't scare me one bit, Shigo. Oh, this is getting good, and I'm almost out of breath. Ratchet made an advance towards Kim, but Shigo jumped in his way. Still greatly angered, he managed to fight her and tossed her directly into a switch that deactivated the shackles holding Kim, releasing her. Ratchet! He ran. She ran towards him at great speed. Kimberly! They embraced each other and had their moment as they reunited. You came! I told you I would find you. I'm just hoping you didn't expect me here sooner. Kim shook her head. Forget that. I'm just glad you came at all. Ratchet smiled. Soon enough, they both noticed Draken and Shigo rushing out. They're getting away! Don't worry about them. We'll catch up to them later. And we will. Considering Draken stole the container with the shuttle pieces we have managed to collect. For now, we just need to look for Ron. But where could he be? We'll need to search this entire prison to find him. Ah! Monkeys! Or we could just follow the sounds of his screaming. Yeah, I think that would be a lot more helpful. They soon ran off. Oh man, this is just too much. They made their way through the long corridor, hurrying towards Ron as fast as they could. Along the way, they ran into Rufus. Rufus! If you're here, then that means Ron can't be too far off. He seemed panicky as he pointed towards another direction. He seems to want us to follow him. Lead the way, Rufus! They followed Rufus through the corridor some more. They kept going until they stopped in front of something that displeased them a lot. they found Ron locked in a room containing a lot of monkeys, which he ran away from while screaming a lot. They both found this to be awkward, but Kim didn't seem surprised to see this. You did tell me that Ron was afraid of monkeys, but I had no idea that it was this bad. Come on, Ratchet. We have to help him. Kim ran off. Ratchet hesitated for a bit. Okay. I'll be right there. He followed after her. They worked together trying to get the door open, but Ratchet gave up and just blasted it open. Ron immediately ran out with all the monkeys chasing him. Kim and Ratchet exchanged displeased looks with each other and went after them. They ran past the monkeys, grabbed Ron, and used their grappling items to reach a very high ledge. Rufus had a chance to reunite with Ron. Rufus! He bent down below them. The monkeys eventually gave up, turned around, and went the other way. Ron, relieved to finally be away from that panic fest, grabbed both Kim and Ratchet and embraced them closely in an emotional manner. Oh, Keefy! Ratchet! Thank goodness you guys came for me! I thought I would never escape from those vicious beasts! Ratchet, annoyed, pushed Ron off of him and Kim. Himself. Will you calm down? They weren't that bad. I mean, jeez, I had no idea your fear of those animals were that severe. Ron then became sad. Ratchet then grew less tense as he noticed this. Come on, let's go find Clank. Ratchet went off with Kim. Ron stood by, hesitating. But, Dragon said he'll destroy Bueno Nacho if they were to escape. He's gonna destroy Bueno Nacho! Ron, Dragon is not going to destroy Bueno Nacho. Don't worry. I'll see to it that he doesn't. Now let's just keep going already. They walked off with Ron falling behind. Well, I think that should be enough for now. Thank goodness I got that over with. So, next time, will Ratchet, Kim, and Ron be able to reunite with Clank? Will they be able to escape the prison? And what other surprises will be in store for our traveling group? Find out next time on the next episode of Kim Possible, the Extremely Secret Files. Oh yeah, I am so excited for this.